Being fair and diplomatic is really what Mercury in the zodiac sign of Libra is all about. Having a sense of aesthetics and beauty in our environment is also very, very important for your displacement. There are so many attributes to discover and so many attributes to discuss, and in this video, I'm going to be discussing what it means if your Mercury is placed in the seventh zodiac sign, which is Libra. And what that means for you, your way of communicating, your way of thinking, your way of communicating information. So the very, very first thing that we have to understand is that Libra is an air energy. But not only that, it is the water air sign. And what that means is water energy wants peace on an emotional level. Water is very sensitive. Libra wants peace and harmony. But Libra is also an air sign, so it's very intellectual. You're wanting to collaborate, wanting to form a relationship. But because of that need for peace, that is a watery emotional trait. That's why we say that Libra is the water air sign. It deals with the intellect in communication. That's what all air signs deal with. And we're going to discover the different coloration of the flavor of Mercury in Libra in this video. Mercury does very, very well in Libra because it is a fellow air sign. It is sort of, um, I want to throw an astrological term out there, peregrine, if I'm correct. But I believe that means it's something middle of the road. I do not believe in dignity and debility. I think that all placements have their ups and their downs, their high loads and their low roads. I mention that because factually, certain planets, it is believed by some astrologers that they do better in certain signs than others. That certain signs are more familiar and easier to be in than other signs for the planet's case in point. Now, delving into Mercury and Libra, specifically, they're very curious. They're very, very curious to the world around them, very intellectually savvy, very interested, genuinely curious and interested in the world around them. They think very curiously, they want to learn, they want to discover new things. And they really pay a lot of attention to the behavioral patterns of others. They may be very interested in the following subject matters: psychology, sociology, or astrology. So this is about collaboration. This is a collaborative signature. They're very, very good at intellectual partnership. The idea of partnerships about balance and harmony in relationships. That's what they're all about. They need to be firm in their convictions. One of the lessons of this placement is being assertive and living a life that is truly authentic to you and not bowing down and compromising just for peace and harmony, just for agreement, just for balance and equilibrium in your life. So be firm about your needs, wants, and desires, and use the high road of Libra, not the shadow side of Libra. So if you don't agree with something, don't agree with it. You don't have to agree to everything in order for peace and harmony. It is okay. It is more than okay. I implore you to speak your truth, to disagree, to be firm in your own convictions. And if the people do not like you being authentic in this kind of way, those people are not for you. You need to be around a tribe that really gets you, that respects you, that wants to engage with you, that does not have those kind of conditions in the maker shiftings. So you want to be around people with very superior minds, very advanced, very intelligent minds. want to talk to them, engage with them, learn information from them. You wish to be around those with good manners and who are very honest. Those types of people. You're concerned about the appearance and behavior of others, how they're behaving, how they're putting themselves out to be. You may be strict with people who do not follow your principles that are right for you. So when somebody's living a principle that is in disalignment or disagreement with you, this can really bother you. But I understand that everybody's different. Life is not fair. We all operate in different ways. We all think in different ways. We all have different ideals and values. And so understanding and appreciating those differences is really one of the main lessons of Libra energy because Libra can be very open-minded. So you want to be honest and balanced in all mental relationships. So this is where the hybrid can come in, is all your relationships are these kind of ways. You believe in equality, equilibrium, treating people equally. Everybody is treated equally. No one is above anybody else. Everybody gets the same size of a piece of the pie. So, you're very, very good at weighing out the pros and cons of things, considering all sides of a situation from all different kinds of outlooks and viewpoints and perspectives, and you weigh out all the options. This can make you very indecisive when it comes to actually taking action and making a decision. Others may perceive you as inactive or indecisive at this level, but you genuinely want to make sure that the decision that you're making is absolutely for your highest good, is absolutely the best decision that you can possibly make. So you put a lot of thought and a lot of attention and a lot of importance, you place a lot of value on the decisions that you make. You don't just do it willy-nilly, you don't do it impulsively. You really consider it before doing it very, very well. This is a good placement for legal matters. It's also good for being a therapist because you're open-minded, you're receiving information, you're giving information in a harmonious and peaceful way, and also good for public relations work. Um, and so this is all about pursue the things that genuinely interest you, that you genuinely find interesting. Do those things. Look into those topics. Not what interests others, but what interests you. You really think a lot about human relationships and social dynamics. That is a really, really big aspect at the forefront of your thoughts. Happiness and joy in marriages or any close relationship is a very high importance to you. So you want to make sure that you have the kind of contentment and the kind of peace in your relationships. This is good for nurturing and maintaining your bonds. This is also a good placement for being openly communicative and understanding to promote harmony and fairness. You're understanding and you're willing to listen to all different perspectives, and you communicate open and honestly in order to maintain harmony and fairness. You strive to create a more harmonious and balanced world. You also want to bring more equilibrium to your relationships. You communicate with diplomacy and charm. You make a great diplomat. You make a great peacemaker. You can use speech and expression as tools to connect differing viewpoints and harmonize them. If there's two viewpoints, if one person has this viewpoint and another person has that viewpoint, and they're going in opposite directions, they're conflicting, they're rubbing up against each other, they're butting heads with each other, or they're not the same and that they make space for conflict. You want to blend them together and find that happy medium, find that happy sweet spot in the middle where both parties can be happy. You're very good at that. You communicate in a way that is being very diplomatic, very keeping up. with the peace. You want to use language to glam up interactions. Your thoughts may be very balanced and imbalanced. You're good with logic, because Libra is an air sign, so you're very, very good at that area. And your judgments are very rational, number one, but they're also very empathetic and compassionate. Because you analyze the situation from all the perspectives and you communicate what you need to in a loving and compassionate manner. You're drawn to shared understanding. That's what you're really gravitated and pulled toward. And so this is good for this is very, very good for group discussions and debates. So this can be very wonderful for that. You want to learn from a harmonious and balanced perspective. That's really your wheelhouse. You want to learn subjects that promote unity and collective well-being. It's very important in this lifetime to truly understand human nature and relationships. You get great joy from exploring new ideas and concepts. That's another attribute with displacement. Um, so that's very, very important. You learn through engaging with others, sharing ideas, and building your understanding of the world for yourself. So you want relationships where you are freely expressing your authentic self and you want the other person to share their authentic self and have it both be equal. Mutual respect and intellectual curiosity are important to you in relationship. You spend a lot of time thinking about the balanced and harmonious aspects of life. Your communication is fair and impartial. Libran energy wants to form connections and build bridges and overcome um, your differences. So that's what that's what it's all about. Um, and so you use soft speech to create more harmony in your relationships. You allow all sides of an argument to be heard and valued equally. You're a social butterfly. You can talk to this person, talk to that person. You're very social. People find you charming. You know all the right things to say. You have a very go with the flow approach in your conversations and communications. You want to prevent and avoid drama and confrontation at all costs. Again, with peacemaking, you keep an open mind and help you consider everyone's input and find the middle ground, the compromise. That's what you strive for. Um, you're cooperative and tactful. This can be very helpful in circumstances which really require you to network with others. This is being very kind and tactful. It may be difficult for you to make decisions if you have this placement. Um, Art, music, and literature may be good avenues to go down for this placement. Also, career ideas. Your focus is on human relationships. You're diplomatic and gracious. You're good at negotiating. It's very important that you do not people please, that you say no when you mean it, that you say yes when you mean it. Don't deny yourself and, for the sake of others, peace and harmony. So again, going back to what I was saying earlier, um, don't compromise who you are just to maintain peace and harmony in your relationships. It's a really, really big lesson for this placement. So that is all I have for you on Mercury and Libra and the birth chart. I hope that you found value from this video. And if you did like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.